2 days ago, I said that anime fans aren't having a very good year. And this babyface Lou here looked at my post and said, hold on, V, you ain't seen nothing yet. Hold my beer. And so they managed to get their manga into the newspaper. It's all over Twitter, it's trending, and as I look at the story, I can only say, wow. Just wow. The person is definitely responsible for acting like a leftist in public. This is exactly how I would describe it. So, why am I saying this? Well, they went to this anime convention, dressed up as Harley Quinn, and they got into a fight with some other gentleman. And apparently, they posted online that they're going to plant a bomb in their booth today. Right? And all of this is regarding gamer subs. Now, if you don't know why gamer subs is controversial for leftists, is that a vice journalist, a transgender, did what vice journalists like doing most, and that is to try and ruin someone's life over petty shit. And they thought that they have an easy target with my main girl Kirsche, and wrote a disgruntled expose trying to paint her as a national socialist. Because, as you can imagine, if you go into a prison and you find a neo-Nazi gang, like the type of people that they would hang around with are VTubers like Kirsche. But the vice journalist insisted that this is the case, and also tried to target their sponsors. Now, Kirsche did what no one else expected, because everyone expected that, okay, well, this is it, you know, like the sponsors are going to pull out, she's going to be labeled persona non grata, no one is going to collab with her, she's radioactive, she's getting cancelled. Apparently, that's not what happened. Apparently, Kirsche fought back, threatened to sue, and the gamer sub-sponsors didn't pull out. So this is now caused belly for the left. Like, it made many leftists unhinged, because that was their power, that was their capital. You know, left-leaning people on Instagram, that they're not renowned for their high philosophical takes, they're not renowned for their wholesomeness, they're not renowned for anything besides the level of fear that they were pushing into other communities. In other words, if you mess with us, we can ruin your life. And so that's how they got prestige, that's how they got respecto. And what Kirsche did was to demolish their respecto. And so they associate gamer subs with that tragedy. And now you can understand why Babyface here decided to post this vile thing on Instagram saying that, that they're going to plant a bomb in the booth of the other person that's with gamer subs, right? Now, the interesting thing and why they behave like this is because this type of behavior was tolerated for more than a decade. If human beings are products of their environment, we can already disassociate between two subspecies of human. On one hand, you have the right-winger, who for the last decade was constantly censored, constantly banned. Terms of service would always apply to the most watered-down definition. And so in order to survive this harsh and cruel environment, right-wingers had to start using euphemisms. They start to watch what they're saying. They stopped using metaphors. They stopped using jokes and humor. And basically they behaved on the internet as if mommy is watching. And this is why you're never going to catch a right-winger, at least in the next couple of years, getting arrested for this type of shit. It's because a right-winger would have used the euphemism. Meanwhile, people on the left, they experienced a different environment. They experienced promotion by the algorithm. No matter how edgy, no matter how extreme, no matter how batshit insane the take, they would usually be allowed to violate the terms of service. And so their environment rewarded people dialing the extremists to 11. And so for them, like, posting this type of stuff is normal. You know, like, if they would have posted this like 3 or 4 years ago, they would have gotten a slap on the wrist. But not under the Donald, not under the Trump administration, not in Texas. And so now this person is finding out. And, it's interesting because people are going on their Twitter. They're trying to see what exactly was she posting. And it's stuff like this. Like, this is what they retweeted. And just so you can get a picture, because, like, most of the posts are kind of in the similar vibe. I hope the male loneliness epidemic eats you, MAGA scum, alive. I hope you feel a hole in your soul and feel unloved until your dying day. I hope you rot in the deathbed, wondering why women look at you like you had rabies your whole life and the eyes closed for the last time, right? So, like, imagine a person that delves themselves into this type of rhetoric, surrounds themselves with this type of rhetoric and adores this type of speech. They never saw it coming. They went to Texas, they just thought they're being normal, and unfortunately, they realized that for the rest of people, they've been living inside a mental asylum. See, this is what the Ofcom Safety Act doesn't keep kids safe from, which is online radicalization. Like, seriously, like, imagine that your little girl goes online, and she surrounds herself with people like this, and then she goes to a convention, and she thinks that this is normal speech, and you just get a phone call. Yeah, $35,000 bond, and they risk going to prison for 10 years. This person was 25 years old, by the way, right? I'm not saying she's a little girl. I'm saying she's 25. If it can happen to a 25-year-old, it can happen to your little girl. It can happen to your little Billy. I'm not kidding, though, but, one of the dangers of this whole social media safetyism is the illusion that your kids are safe online. Install parental controls, right? Don't allow the government or the companies to parent your kid. Install parental controls, and if you see your kid using this type of rhetoric, whether it's left-leaning or right-leaning, it doesn't matter. They can end up in prison. Like right now, the right-wingers are the big boys in town. And we're making the rules and we're wiggling the fingers. 40 years from now, you don't know. You don't want little Billy to have the rhetoric that comes with online extremism and then express it in the real world, or even post it online and happening to be in a place in the real world where consequences will never be the same. Now, the whole thing is, some people are saying, well, this is just internet banter. Like, V, you're for free speech. I never said I'm a free speech extremist, my brother in Christ. Like, I do think that the American definition of free speech is pretty good. But in any nation on planet Earth, in any time period, putting the fear of God into people is illegal. Right? I don't want my wife to be afraid when she's on the street. And I don't want myself to feel afraid if I go to a weebcon. It's one thing if they were to say, oh, I'm going to smash up the place. Okay, fine, that's edgy. I kind of see it. It's like internet talk. But if you're talking about bombs in 2025, oh, goodness gracious. No, seriously, like if you're at the convention, right, and you hear someone is talking about counter-terrorist win, doesn't that make you feel a little bit on edge? Why should you feel on edge when you go out at a convention? Doesn't it destabilize the business of the con? What if you're the convention owner and, there's rumors of stuff like that happen? Doesn't it affect your business? Like, surely you can trash talk and banter without using bomb has been planted. I'm just saying. Now, the defense is very interesting. The defense is saying, well, she was cosplaying as Harley Quinn. Well, I guess, like, Harley Quinn goes to jail quite often. She's arrested, just like the Joker. There's no Batman in the story. It's just the Texas police officer, which I suppose had to pretty much enact the law, because it's against the law to say these things in Texas. Like, it's not a surprise. It's not the Überraschung. It's just that certain individuals convince themselves on the internet that you can say these things. So, yeah, anime people are not having a good year. I don't know why anime is in the centerpiece this year, but, like, hopefully, people can get it out of their system, and I can go back to watching my degenerate community in peace. Used to be a fringe community that no one gave a shit about, right? All of a sudden, all these events are targeting us. What have we done to them in order to deserve it? I see a lot of furries laughing because they're like, finally we're being left alone. And they are. Like this year, people have stopped noticing the furries. My brother in Christ, stop laughing. Right? Like, if I know anything about culture, it's going to be your turn at some point. And people are going to remember. They're going to be like, okay, well, how did they treat us when we were attacked? They were laughing. I see. Well, give me the popcorn then. Let me know what you guys think. And as usual, there is a link to my next video. Very beautiful video. I have no idea what it's about because it's not how the system works. It gives you a random video. But the system thinks that this is a video that you like. And so do click on it and find out if you like it or not.